welcome to today's 20-minute yoga flow for complete beginners. If you are somebody that's wanted to start yoga because you've heard of all of its amazing benefits, then this video is for you, because today I'm going to guide you very steadily through some of the basic yoga postures to get you started on your yoga journey. You'll need absolutely nothing to get started, just yourself. You can have a mat or a towel and an open mind. So let's get started when you're ready. Come and find a comfortable seated position in the middle of your mat. Maybe you can use a cushion or something soft to place under your hips if you struggle with your knees. You can keep your knees to the side, or you can keep your legs out in front if that feels better as well. Keep your spine nice and long, hands on your knees. And then just gently and slowly begin to roll your shoulders back. Just nice, slow movements. You can close your eyes if that feels nice. Get real comfortable. And then roll your shoulders forwards. Round, up and down. Nice and steady. Good. And then release, come back to neutral. We're going to inhale as we take our arms, reach up to the sky. And then exhale, let your arms fall down to the sides. 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. On this last one, inhale, reach up. And then interlace your fingers and then push your palms up towards the sky, straighten your arms. Keep your spine nice and long, but try not to lift your shoulders up to your ears like this, but rather let your shoulders relax down. No stress or tension through your shoulders. And then when you're here, just slowly stretch to the right side and then take it over to the left side. Just moving from left to right as much as you can, keeping both hip bones on the mat. So we're not going too far to lift up, we're keeping the foundation nice and strong. And just little movements, stretching through the side body. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Nice. Then come back to center, release your arms down, place your hands on your knees. Roll your shoulders back again, just a couple of times. And then we're gonna twist. So take your left hand onto your right knee, send your right arm back. Then we're gonna twist. So inhale, open your chest, long spine, keep your chin high, like you're royalty. And then exhale, twist and gaze over your left shoulder, using your hand to pull onto your knee to twist as much as you can. Making sure that you can still breathe. Nice big breath in. And slow breath out. Good, come back to center. Let's take it to the other side. Right hand on left knee. Inhale, long spine, open your chest, chin high. And exhale, twist, gazing back. Big breath in through your nose. And slow breath out through your nose. Nice, and release. We're going to make our way to tabletop. So on your hands and your knees. If you have sensitive knees, you can use something soft under your knees like a cushion, or you can roll your mat or towel over and place your knees so that you're doubling up there. Let's move through cat-cow. So knees under your hips, hands under your shoulders. You're going to keep your toes tucked or flat, wherever you feel most stable. Then you're going to inhale, drop your belly down to the mat, chest goes forwards and gaze goes up. And then as you exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, round your back, push your shoulders up and away from the floor, tucking your tailbone under. So your tailbone is this part of your, almost like your bum, tucking your bum under. Let's go again. Inhale, arch your back, gaze forwards, and then exhale, round and push up. Nice. 2 more. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat pose. Nice. Then come back to neutral spine. We are going to go to downward facing dog. So take this nice and steadily, step by step. So we're in tabletop. Tuck your toes under. Then keep your shoulders nice and strong. We're going to pull our hips back towards our heels. Lift your knees off the mat slightly, keeping your knees bent as you push your hips back and up. Chest pushes towards your thighs, and you're keeping a bend at the knee. So your feet stay hip width distance. You're pushing through your fingertips to keep your spine nice and long, pushing towards the back of the mat. Good. So I don't want to see any of this, arching your back, just a nice, straight, long spine. Keep your knees bent and imagine pushing your chest towards your knees. Take a breath in and out. You can slowly and gently begin to straighten one leg at a time. So pedaling the legs, stretching through your hamstrings. Good. Keep breathing here for 2 more breaths. And then come to stillness in your down dog. Keep your knees bent. We're going to step to the top of the mat with our right leg. So right knee comes into your chest, and then you're going to create room to step your foot through. This is really difficult for some people. I have an ant on the mat. If you struggle to step your foot through, you can simply drop your knees down to the mat and then step your right foot between your hands. Come into low lunge. Keeping your left knee on the mat. Bring your hands to your knee and push your knee forward, sending your hips down to the mat. We want to keep our knee on top of our ankle and imagine our left hip is being pushed down into the mat, driving your hips into the mat. Just as much as you can. If you're higher, that's absolutely fine. Just focus on keeping the knee in line with the ankle. So hands come to your knee. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good, 1 more breath in. And 1 breath out. Nice. We're going to take our hands to the mat and we're going to simply pull our hips back towards our heel to straighten your right leg. You can flex your foot, keep your hands on the mat. Inhale, lengthen your spine, long spine. And then as you exhale, you're going to slowly fold forwards. Just maybe you can go a little bit deeper. Maybe you can come all the way over your leg, wherever you are at. Take it as deep as you want to go. Feeling a nice stretch through the back of your hamstring. If it's too much, you can unflex the foot, but usually we should keep the foot flexed to feel that stretch, pushing the heel down. So take 2 breaths here. Nice. We're going to move. So bend your right knee, come in through low lunge. Bring your hands to frame your front foot. Push through your hands and bring your right knee back to tabletop. Good. When you're here, you're going to move your body weight forward so your shoulders come on top of your wrists. And then you're going to slowly bend your elbows to bring your chest towards the mat. Keep your bum high, but just bring your chest down with control. And then your chest and your chin touch the mat. Then you're going to drop your hips down, push through your hands to bring your chest high into upward facing dog. There's two variations here. You can keep your elbows bent or you can straighten your arms. Be mindful of your lower back. So do whatever feels best for your lower back. You're going to bring your shoulders back and around to open your chest. We won't want to see anything like this where your shoulders are towards your ears. You want to push through your hands, push your chest high. Good. Breathe. And then push your hips all the way back to your heels, and we're going to come to downward facing dog and do the same thing on the other side. So tuck your toes, pull your hips back, take your knees high, send your hips towards the back of the mat whilst you straighten your legs. Keep a bend in your knees. So we're in downward facing dog again. We're going to go to the left side. So option to step your left foot forwards by bringing your knee into your chest. Use your tiptoes to roll forward, shoulders on top of your wrists, and then step your foot through. That's your first option. Your second option is to drop your knees down and then bring your left foot between your hands. Right knee comes down to the mat. We're in low lunge again. Knee over ankle, hands on your knee. Drive your hips forward. Keep your chest high. Nice. If you want to take it a little bit deeper, you can bring your hands up. Inhale, strong arms. Wherever you're at. If you need to ease off a little bit, hands come down. Listen to your own body and just do what feels best for you. There's no rules, especially in my classes. So take a breath here, one more. And exhale, let it grow. Then bring your hands down to the mat. Pull your hips back, come into half split. We're going to straighten that left leg, flexing the foot, hands down on the mat, long spine, inhale, gaze up. And then exhale, fold over your leg as deep as you want to go. If you have blocks, you can always place blocks under your hands to give yourself a little bit more height if it's too much to fold forwards. Or you can just stay with your hands on the mat. Wherever you feel comfortable, take 2 breaths. And just know that if there is something in this flow today that you can't get, that's absolutely fine. We were all beginners. We were all beginners at one point, and there's time to progress and time to get better with your yoga practice. And don't expect everything to come at once. You just have to stay consistent and just go as far as you feel comfortable. Right, let's move. So bend into your left knee, coming back through low lunge. Hands on the mat. Bring your left leg back, coming back to that tabletop position. Nice. Again, we're going to flow down. So push your weight forward, shoulders come over your wrists, and then bum stays high. We're going to lower our chest down by bending the elbows, chest and chin come down. Then the hips come down to the mat as you push through your hands to lift your chest up high. Again, bend the elbows if that feels better. Shoulders away from your ears, chest stays open, just gazing forwards. We're not gazing up, because if you gaze up, then you're going to put more pressure on your lower back. So take one breath here. And then we're going to exhale, pull our hips back and find child's pose. Toes together, knees either together or out wide to the edges of the mat. Then push your hips back to your heels. And you have some space to drop your chest, chin, forehead down to the mat. Resting your forearms on the mat. No tension in your shoulders. And just take a few breaths here. This is child's pose, resting pose. So if at any point you need to rest in your yoga flow, it's too much, you need to reconnect to your breath, then you can find a child's pose like this. You can always place something soft under your legs to support your hips if you're struggling in this position as well. Take 2 more breaths. Nice. Then walk your hands in towards your body, pushing yourself up. And then release your legs out from underneath you. Come to sit on the mat with your legs extended forwards. We're going to come to forward fold. So again, working on the backs of the legs. So scoop your glutes from underneath you so that your hip bones are nice and firmly rooted on the mat. Legs are together, feet are flexed, spine is long. What you're going to do here is bend your knees slightly. Inhale, take your arms to the sky. And then as you exhale, focus on moving your hips forward. So we're not going like this, we're not rounding. We're going to move from the hips so that our belly touches our thighs. With your hands, you can then maybe grab your feet, maybe just rest your hands on the mat, or you can hug your thighs, pulling your chest towards your thighs. What we're doing here is focusing on keeping your spine nice and long. A lot of the time in forward fold, people tend to round their spine and they're like this, trying to touch their toes. So bending your knees is a good way to ensure that your spine stays nice and long. Then if you want to, and please just listen to your body, if you want to go a little bit deeper, keeping your belly on your thighs, slowly and steadily begin to push your heels away to straighten your legs. Again, being mindful we're not trying to get our forehead to the knees like this, but we're lengthening, gazing at the feet, keeping our belly towards our thighs. You can suck your belly in and see if you can go a little bit deeper. Wherever you're at, just take one more breath here. And then slowly and gently release, coming up. Bend your knees and scoot your bum to the middle of the mat. We're going to make our way down onto our back. So take a hold of your knees and slowly roll all the way down. Pulling your knees into your chest. Squeeze your knees. Then we're going to come to everybody's favorite, happy baby. So take your knees towards your armpits. Then feet go to the sky. Grab a hold of the outside of your feet. And then you're in happy baby. You can slowly and steadily rock from left to right and enjoy that nice massage through your lower back. Good. If this isn't so comfortable for you, you can always come back to just cradling your knees like this, rocking left to right. You can close your eyes, enjoy this movement. Good. And then come back to center. Bring your knees together. We're going to rock our way up. If you can't rock your way up, you can drop your feet down, turn onto your left side and push your way up. Otherwise, take your hands under your knees and just bring your knees to your head. Create momentum to rock up. Do it a couple of times. Begin to rock. And then slowly, momentum will build and bring you up to the mat. Then you're going to find a comfortable seated position, and we're going to take a few breaths to finish today's flow. So hands on your knees. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Good. 2 more. Big breath in. Slow breath out. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Bring your hands together at heart center. Namaste. I hope that you enjoyed this introduction to yoga basics. I hope it was super clear. If you did find this video useful and you would like to do another beginner's yoga video, then you can check out this one where I also guide you through some of the staple postures in yoga. Let me know any feedback in the comments below and enjoy this video next. Bye.